see. I already talked about Godzilla Brawler. I already talked about Super Godzilla for Super Nintendo. Talked about the movies a little bit and the toys a little bit. Maybe I should do a movie review. I need more Godzilla in my life. Guess we're doing Godzilla today, guys.
You've got to come back with me!
Yes, Godzilla for the NES, brought to you by Toho. Just listen to that music. The story is very basic. People from Planet X come and send their own kaiju to destroy us. So we end up sending Godzilla and Mothra to save us from these kaiju that you'll recognize from the movies. Like everyone that you know. Gigan, Ghidorah, everyone. It's kind of convoluted. But the game itself is a combination of a turn-based strategy, side-scroller beat-em-up, which is very reminiscent of some old, like, Double Dragon, and a fighting game that's very reminiscent of games like Karate Champ. It's Godzilla. You really can't fault Godzilla. But the combination they did here is really weird. Now, I want to show you what some of the levels look like here, just because they don't make a lot of sense. The game itself, you pretty much start off on moon planets, which is very basic, with towers that you have to destroy that are made of rock, airplanes, and weird satellite dish turrets. Then you go to these weird tentacle areas, very much like Cthulhu, with the purple squids, the bubbles, and some other weird creatures while things drop bombs on you from above. Then you have these levels that are very reminiscent of the Death Star, which pretty much you just destroy defensive areas. It's relatively basic. And that's sad knowing that there's so many different sprites that they could have used for all these levels. Now, the characters themselves, like Ghidorah, Megura, they're all in here. Some of them are big names for the Godzilla franchise. Others, like Varan and Hedorah, very, very few appearances in the franchise. Mostly because they were just cameo appearances, or they had their own franchises outside of Godzilla. Now, the gameplay is very basic. All the levels are very, very much the same. The only thing that really changes is the aesthetic. You go left to right, destroy things, and get hit. And as Godzilla, you're going to be hit and stopped by everything. Everything stops you, everything hits you. Nothing you can really do about it. Then you have Mothra, which she's beautiful, but anything hits her knocks her to the ground, making her ability to fly and drop her wing bombs on anything completely pointless. So it's best to avoid using her if you can. Now, I beat through this game in about 4 hours, and it was all the same, just going left to right, moving a board piece, left to right, moving a board piece, left to right. All the level layouts pretty much the same, only the aesthetics and enemies changing. Only real change-ups is whenever you get to the levels with the boss fights at the end, where it turns into a fighter, which is still timed, just like the levels, until you reach the end of the game. Which, after that beautiful cutscene, all you get is a text scroll explaining that Godzilla and Mothra are resting to save the planet in the future if needed. And Planet X, as they flee, say that they will never give up trying to destroy us, and they will destroy us all. This game was even made by Toho. Toho made this. The creators of Godzilla, the masters of Godzilla, they created this game. And they ruined the name of Godzilla. I wanted to like this game. I liked it as a kid. Didn't understand it. And I also played the DS re-release, and I thought, it can't be the same game. But it was. But it was. Godzilla disappointed me. This guy betrayed me. Two potatoes is all this gets. Godzilla, your name has been tarnished for me. Maybe Shin Godzilla will actually change my opinion.